Hey everyone, Meteorologist Danielle Grant here in the 9 backyard. Hope you're having a wonderful snow day. Wow, right? An absolute winter wonderland here in the 9 backyard. I just measured and we picked up about 9 inches here around downtown Denver, but these totals have been pretty epic. Most folks picking up about 6 to 12 inches of snow. Really a lot of folks on the higher end of these totals, but this winter storm, it is not done with us just yet. I want to take you on a quick tour of a couple of our cameras. We'll start off the Loveland ski area. Skiers, boarders loving it. Some fresh powder, of course, visibility. Well, not great. This is our view around Fort Collins out of the CSU campus. Certainly looks like a snow day out there. So quiet. And in Boulder around the Pearl Street Mall, it's always a beautiful sight to see with those snow-covered trees. Downtown Denver, well, you can kind of see it in the far-off distance. I am happy to report that a lot of people are staying off the roads, working from home, where the kiddos just had that snow day. I-70, I-25, not that bad. A big shout out to CDOT. They have been working wonders out on the roads for us. The storm system slowly pushing out this afternoon. We still have a couple of little flurries around. This evening, I anticipate the evening drive to be a bit better for you. But once the storm rolls out, the bitter cold temperatures roll in. So you got to make sure to bring those pets inside. So far, out of DIA, 2.7 inches. All we could do out of this storm. That takes our seasonal snowfall totals to 20.9, still shy of where we should be for this time of the year. Right now out at the airport, we're at 13, still snowing out there, but the winds are quiet and calm, so wind chill, we don't have to deal with that. Not yet, anyway. Here in the backyard, it is pretty snowy. Light snowfall still coming down, and our temperatures currently sitting at about 12 degrees. Now, as we look across kind of the state and what's going on as far as these numbers are concerned, some cold spots around Greeley. These are the wind chill values, 4 below what it feels like. A lot of folks sub-zero across the eastern plains, and then up in the mountains, not quite as chilly, but of course, still cold. We do have the winter weather advisory in place everywhere you see in blue. Denver, the I-25 corridor included in that until 8 o'clock this evening. 1 to 2 additional inches of snowfall, and then the storm system really winds down. If you're joining us from the Sangre de Cristos, the San Juans, still going to be under that winter storm warning, even far southeastern Colorado until late tonight. Areas, low-lying areas, the valleys picking up an additional about 3 to 4 inches. If you're closer up to the mountains, and elevation possibly 6 to 9 inches by late tonight. And then the eastern plains, they have that wind chill advisory going because it's just going to be so darn cold late tonight into early tomorrow morning. Look at how massive this storm system is. You know, it plowed into Colorado last night. It gave us a good run for our money with some really heavy snow bands, 2-3 inches of snow an hour at times. It was wild, but now this system, it's starting to push out and it's impacting the Midwest, Chicago through St. Louis, looking at really heavy snowfall. We're also tracking the potential for seeing some ice, which is never a good thing. And this storm system extending all the way out into Texas. They too are the ones that potentially will be dealing with an ice storm later this afternoon into this evening. Back here around Colorado, snowfall still coming down. Again, the heaviest amounts still across the far eastern side of the state. As we zoom back into the Front Range, things winding down as we just have a few light flurries continuing to come through. Snowfall winding down again later this evening, I'd say by about 6-7 o'clock, and then the bitter cold sets in. Right now, my forecast 10 below out at DIA, but those wind chill values, they of course will feel even chillier. Tonight, we're dropping sub-zero across most of eastern Colorado, even up into the high country too. It's just going to be frigid out there. As we look at the futurecast, this is about 2 o'clock or so this afternoon, so another about hour and a half to go. Most of the snowfall really starting to wind down by about dinner time. Few lingering showers up into the foothills, south central Colorado, and then everything moving out by about 11 p.m. We will be left with a few clouds, but as those clear, those temperatures fall, and they fall really, really fast. Tomorrow morning, you wake up, possibly some sunshine, especially on the south side of town. Wouldn't be surprised if we do see a little bit of patchy fog going out there, especially into Weld County. But the day looks good. It will be Wednesday and Thursday is tomorrow. And we're going to be looking at lots of sunshine moving in. High pressure rolls back into Colorado and it brings the sunshine for the next couple of days. Tomorrow is still going to be cold though. Daytime highs barely making their way into the upper teens, low 20s for the metro area. But as we look ahead toward the weekend, things will be a little better. We'll start to see a bit more melting out there. But 19, my high for tomorrow, will stay in the teens for most of northeastern Colorado, 11 in Steamboat and Winter Park, with low 20s around Lake City and through Alamosa. So 22 in Arvada as well as Lyons will be in the teens and Fort Collins through Greeley. Yeah, the sunshine tomorrow will be a bit more cosmetic. Back in business with the 40s as we look ahead toward the start of the weekend. And then right now next week I have some slightly warmer temperatures coming our way. We will be sitting in the lower 50s, plenty of sunshine out there, and that really is when I anticipate us doing a bit more melting around here, just because it's still going to be pretty cold for the next couple of days. All right, whew. I'm racing inside from the chilly 9 backyard to hop on Facebook and see if y'all have any questions for me about the storm or kind of what's going on throughout the rest of the weekend to come. So here we are, just sat down in front of my computer and okay, Regina saying her whole reason for moving to Las Vegas. Okay, so you're not a fan of the snow, I gather. Lauren, thank you. My hat is super warm and faux fur. Just throwing that out there. Anthony saying sidewalk and driveway clean, eating some chicken soup, enjoying the snow. Gosh, that sounds like a dream. I love it. Yes, Lisa asking for some snowfall totals. I forgot to include this when I ran outside, but I will kind of give you a brief little update. Again, Commerce City, kind of the biggest winners out of this storm, 13.6 inches. Wow. Holy smokes. They were under that really, really heavy band that was coming through, dropping 2 to 3 inches of snow an hour. It's just crazy. A foot in Boulder, out toward Horseshoe Mountain, the east side of Denver, just shy of a foot. I mean, wow, right? Golden, 11.5, 10 inches plus in Fort Collins, Westminster, Lakewood too. So everyone boding quite well as far as the storm system goes. This is amazing, amazing news that we desperately needed, considering the drought conditions that we have going across the entire state. The storm system will certainly help, hopefully put a little dent into the drought numbers. Yeah, Jennifer, there are no heaters in the backyard. That's why I raced inside. Yes, trying to stay warm. Jill asking, any predicted wind at the tail end of this storm? I don't think so. I think, you know, we should. Yes, the wind chill. I just walked in and meteorologist Chris Bianchi is in here with me as well, kind of tracking the tail end of the storm. But yeah, the biggest thing of note tonight will be just winds that are picking up. They'll switch out of the southwest, 5 to 10, 5 to 15 miles per hour, which really isn't that bad. But then you factor in just how cold it is, and it will feel even chillier. Dee Dee wondering about how many inches for Deer Trail. I don't know if we saw a report out there, did we?
They didn't get a ton out there. They got all theirs last night. 3 to 6 would be what they ended up with, probably.
Okay. I don't know if you guys heard that. Chris is thinking more 3 to 6 out there in Deer Trail. Folks out there weren't necessarily under those stronger bands that we saw. Kate, yeah, thank you for tuning in. Doug asking, any long-range snowstorms for the ski resorts showing up? They all need snow. I know we always need snow at our ski resorts. You know, right now it's not looking too terribly promising in the immediate 7 days as far as the high country seeing anything big. We just kind of have sunshine, and this ridge is going to be parked kind of across Colorado for a bit. So I know, I wish that they had a bit more, but unfortunately that's what we got. Yes, Michelle saying, can't wait for the sunshine. What else am I missing? Embrace the polar vortex. Yeah, I mean, we have no other options, right? Mark, yes, silly DIA. Yeah, and you don't live too far away from DIA. Yes, Chris and I were talking about that. You know, this system only brought in 2.7 inches out at the airport. Did I change this? No, I haven't changed it yet. We just got that new report in, which is just crazy because of the strong bands that came through. And just a couple miles of difference makes a world of difference in how much snowfall certain areas picked up. I mean, I guess it's frustrating because the storm system was easily a 6 to 12 event, if not 8 to 14. But, you know, it's going down in the record books out at DIA is just a little more than 2 inches. So incredibly frustrating. But if you are traveling, I think you're saying, okay, this is fine. Like if the airlines can continue to operate and they're not digging out all that much, then we're kind of good to go in that regard. Anyone else have any questions as I'm scrolling? Oh, okay. So 2 inches right out there, deer trail. Yep, I hear ya. All right, guys. Well, I think that's about it. Just one last check at my 7-day forecast. Nothing but sunshine from here. Certainly tomorrow is going to be a cold one, but warmer weather is in sight. I hope you guys have a great rest of your snowy Wednesday, and we'll see you back here tomorrow, same time, same place.